The wait from Season 4 can seem painful, but while waiting for its release, viewers can fill the void by checking out a compelling apocalyptic Stephen King show. From is an original series and has etched its identity as one of the unique shows in the horror genre. However, despite this, it shares many parallels with Stephen King's stories. For instance, the eerie small-town setting in its narrative seems reminiscent of the quaint and horrifying settings from Stephen King's novels like The Mist and Under the Dome. Similar to From, the two books also highlight the psychological unraveling of humans who find themselves facing an inexplicable supernatural threat. Interestingly, another Stephen King story seems similar to From in more ways than one, making its TV adaptation the perfect show to watch while anticipating from Season 4's release. With no confirmed release window for the upcoming season, the wait for it can be a little frustrating. Thankfully, the Stephen King show can help ease the wait. The Stand's 1994 miniseries is another great From-like sci-fi horror to watch before Season 4. The Stand and From are similar in more ways than one. The Stand 1994 Blu-ray cover crop. Based on Stephen King's book of the same name, 1994's The Stand unfolds in the aftermath of a deadly virus outbreak, nicknamed Captain Trips, which wipes out 99.4% of the human population. With what follows, the remaining humans find themselves feeling drawn to two opposing forces, marking the inception of a battle between good and evil. From is not exactly apocalyptic in the typical sense, but its primary setting features a reality where only a few humans exist in a confined and inescapable location. Like the ones from The Stand, the characters in the series also end up taking symbolic roles based on how the overarching evil forces influence them. While some characters succumb to the manipulations of the mysterious humanoid monsters and become their pawns, others strive to hold on to their humanity. With their supernatural underpinnings, both narratives show how one's survival does not merely depend on physical and psychological resilience. Instead, it has a lot to do with moral strength, faith, and the choices one makes for the community as a whole in the face of uncertainty and societal arrest. Apart from having thematic parallels with Stephen King's stories, From also does not shy away from riffing on many tropes popularized by the author, which makes it a great fit for viewers waiting for From Season 4. The 1994 The Stand series is a much better Stephen King adaptation than the 2020 TV remake. The 2020 adaptation has many underlying issues. The Stand is one of the many Stephen King stories with more than one TV and movie adaptation. While the first television take on the book premiered in 1994, the other came out in 2020. Despite having better production quality and the benefit of modern visual effects, the 2020 iteration failed to leave its mark. Even the 1994 series was not exactly a hit among viewers and critics, but many appreciated it for its ability to keep viewers white-knuckled with its unpredictability. The 2020 version, in contrast, was heavily criticized for pacing issues, uneven tone, and unnecessary book changes. Some of the casting choices in the recent adaptation of The Stand were also questioned because they failed to be in tandem with how the book portrayed its characters. Followers of Stephen King's works can still check out the 2020 show, but the 1994 one clearly does a better job of capturing the essence and terrors of the original story. It must be noted that both adaptations introduce massive changes to the source material. However, the biggest issue with the 2020 version is that it tries to become its own thing despite being based on the Stephen King novel, while the 1994 adaptation honors the thematic and emotional core of the King of Horror's vision. The Stand is finally getting a film remake from Doug Liman. The movie can finally be a worthy adaptation of the Stephen King story. Whoopi Goldberg playing Mother Abigail in the miniseries of The Stand. Many Stephen King novels have been adapted multiple times for the big and small screens. For instance, Carrie has already had 3 film remakes and its new TV adaptation is also underway. Similarly, Pet Sematary, Salem's Lot, and Firestarter have also been adapted multiple times. Even though their previous critical receptions were mixed, The Stand is now going to join the ranks of one of the most adapted Stephen King novels because it has been picked again for a film remake. While most details surrounding the project are under the wraps, Doug Liman, of the Bourne Identity fame, is attached to the project as its director. The film is still in the early stages of development and is yet to find writers. Given how one previous adaptation of the book struggled to get many aspects of the original Stephen King story right, it is hard not to be a little skeptical about the upcoming film. Fortunately, even if the film does not succeed, viewers could always fall back to the 1994 series or even watch From instead.